Good day, students. Welcome to our lesson this week in General Mathematics. In this session, we're going to discuss stocks and bonds. A bond is a security that gives the owner the right to receive a predetermined amount in a certain future date called the maturity date. The predetermined amount that the owner of the bond will receive at the maturity date is called face value or par value of the bond. The price of the bond is the amount at which the right to receive the face value at maturity date is bought. Some bonds pay interest to the owner during the life of the bond. These interests are called coupons and they are paid at regular time intervals. Bonds that do not provide coupons and that only pay the face value at the maturity date are called zero coupon bonds or pure discount bonds. The yield to maturity of a bond is the rate R such that the present value of all coupons and the face value of the bond are at R compounded per period is equal to the price of the bond. So to solve for the price of a bond or a zero coupon bonds, the formula is P equals B over 1 plus RT, where P is the price of the bond, V is the face value of the bond, R is the yield to maturity rate, and T is the time in terms of years. For example, the face value of a zero coupon bond that will mature in 6 months is 7,000 pesos. If the yield to maturity of the bond is estimated to be 2.1%, what must be the price of the bond? So let us list the given first. B is equal to 7,000 pesos. R is equal to 2.1% or 0.021. Time is 6 months or 0.5 years. So here we're going to solve for the price of the bond. So use this formula. P is equal to V over 1 plus RT. Substitute the values of B, R, and T. So we have P equals 7,000 over 1 plus 0.021 raised to 0.05. 7,000 over 1.021 raised to 0.5. So P is equal to 6,927.63. So the price of this zero coupon bond is 6,927.63 pesos. Example 2. A housing firm is selling a zero coupon bond at 9,800 pesos. If the face value of the bond is 10,000 and the maturity is 2 years, find the yield to maturity of the bond. So in this case, we will be solving for R. So the face value is 10,000. The price is 9,800 pesos. Time is 2 years. So let us solve for R. So we are going to derive the formula for R using this formula. So this will be 1 plus R raised to T equals B over P. Then get the root of both sides of the equation by T. So 1 plus R equals that the T root of B over P. Or when we transpose 1, this will be R equals the T root of B over P minus 1. So use our derived formula, substitute the values of B, P, and T. So since T is 2, this will just be a square root. So R equals square root of 10,000 over 9,800 minus 1, which is 1.0101525545, then minus 1. So now you have R equals 0.0101525545, or when we express it into percent, R is approximately equal to 1.02%. Now let's proceed to coupon per period. To solve for the coupon per period, the formula is C equals B times I over N, where C is the coupon per period, B is the face value of the bond, I is the coupon rate, and N is the compounding period of a coupon rate. So take note that I here is another percent, another rate, okay? Example 3, find the amount of the semi-annual coupon for 200,000 pesos bond which pays 5% convertible semi-annually for its coupons. So the face value is 200,000. The coupon rate is 5% or 0.025, 0.05. N is equal to 2. That's the compounding period of the coupon. So let us solve for the C. So C equals B times I over N. Just substitute the value, 200,000 times 0.05 over 2. C equals 200,000 times 0.025, which is 5,000 pesos. Now, so this will be the formula to solve for the price of a bond for the coupon bonds. Before we had the zero coupon bonds, now we have the coupon bonds. So the formula is quite long. P equals V over 1 plus R raised to MT plus C times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to MT over R. P is the price of the bond, B is the face value of the bond, C is the coupon per period. C can be solved through face value times coupon rate. R is the nominal interest rate, T is the time in terms of years, M is compounding period. So in this formula, the first part is the present value of the face value, the B over 1 plus R raised to MT. And then the coupon payments is the second part, C times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to negative MT over R. And C can be expressed as B times I over N. Okay. For example, a bond listed today has maturity date exactly 5 years from now and face value of 10,000 pesos. The bond also has a coupon rate of 5% paid at the end of every year until the maturity. If the annual yield to maturity of the bond is 2%, find the expected price of the bond. So the face value is 10,000 pesos. The rate is 2% or 0.02 because that is the yield to maturity. Okay? T is 5 years. M is equal to 1. And the 5% is the coupon rate. I equals 5% or 0.05. And then the compounding period of the bond is N equals 1. So solve for C and then solve for P for the price of the bond. Okay. So this is our given. These are our given. So solve for C first. C equals B times I over N. So C equals 10,000 times 0.05 over 1, which is 500 pesos. So that's the value of C. After obtaining the value of C, now we can solve for P. Okay. So P equals 10,000 over 1 plus 0.02 raised to 1 times 5 plus 500 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.02 minus raised to negative 1 times 5 over 0.02. So this will give you this. Okay. So for the first part, 10,000 over 1.02 raised to the p power, it will give you 9,057.3081. Then for the second part, 500 times 1 minus 1.02 raised to negative 5 over 0.02. So that's 2,356.729754. Remember, so the first part is the face value and then the second part is the coupon payments. So the price of the bond is equal to 11,414.04 or 11,414.04 pesos. Okay, so answer the following exercises. Number one, find the price of a non-zero coupon bond which has a face value of 25,000 pesos, has an annual yield to maturity of 3% and will mature in 15 years. Number two, Denki Company issued a corporate bond with a coupon rate of 11% paying coupon semi-annually and will mature in 7 years. The required yield to maturity for this security is 5% semi-annually. What must be the price of the bond if its face value is 20,000 pesos? So in this case, class, 11% is N, the coupon rate, or I'm sorry, and N is equal to 2 because semi-annually. And then the R, yield to maturity, is 5% or 0.05. M is semi-annually, so 2. Number 3, a bond with face value of 100,000 pesos pays 2% coupon at the end of every year. If the maturity of the bond is 7 years and you want a 5% yield to maturity, what must be the price of the bond? Number 4, find the price of the bond which has a base value of 5,000 pesos, has a semi-annual yield to maturity of 3.5%, pays coupon at a rate of 3% semi-annually, and will mature in 10 years. Number 5, Express Incorporated issued a bond with a face value of 50,000 pesos and pays a coupon rate of 2% annually. If the bond will mature in 7 years and the required annual yield to maturity is 5%, what must be the price of the bond? Number 6, a government bond with 10,000 pesos face value pays 3% coupon rate quarterly. If the bond matures compounded quarterly with yield to maturity of 4% in 10 years, what is the present value of the face value? Find the present value of the face value, coupon payment, and price of the bond. 7. A bond with 60,000 face value promises to pay 5% coupon rate every 4 hours for 15 years. If the bill to maturity is 4.5% compounded every 4 months, find the present value of the face value, coupon payment, and price of the bond. Always remember, class, do mathematics to learn mathematics. Practice, improve, and stay curious. Keep safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. See you next time for our next lesson.